This is Better.tv, your online source for home, family, life.
He's the husband who helped his wife beat an outrageous parking ticket, and he's so good at it, he makes a living helping others do the same. If you are someone that you know is heading to court, grab a pen and paper for these tips before you see the judge. Our parking expert, Erik is back with us, and he's armed with all the information that actually I wish I knew beforehand. Where were you a couple years ago, Erik? Welcome back to the show.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here.
Let's talk about this. Going to court is pretty intimidating for a lot of people, but most people go, they feel like they're innocent, they want to get out of paying this ticket. There's a lot of things that you need to know before just walking up to the judge, though, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you know, the judge wants to hear exactly what's relevant to the case.
Right.
He doesn't want to hear a lot of other things.
Mumbo
so you want to be like succinct, polite, and know your rights. You know, you want to be able to tell the judge exactly why you're not guilty.
Now, when you go into court, obviously beforehand, you have to know what types of evidence to bring. Okay, a lot of people don't realize that you don't need to bring the ticket itself. There's other things you can bring, like?
Right. Well, you do want to bring the ticket. You also want to bring evidence that's going to sway the judge in your favor, like photographs.
Okay.
You want to go to the street and be able to take some pictures that prove your innocence. Also show the location.
Okay.
You can show a storefront or an address or a street sign.
And a lot of people don't realize when you take a photo with your camera phone, it records the date and usually the time on the bottom as well.
Helps.
So that helps too,
That's
right?
very good.
Okay. What other kind of evidence can you bring as well?
Well, people don't realize, like, printouts from the city's own website. For instance, let's say the city's website says holidays parking is free.
Okay.
You park on Thanksgiving, you get a ticket. Print out from their website where it says that it's free on holidays. Show that to the judge. That's the kind of thing that'll really work, and that has helped people.
I know you had mentioned earlier that you can get a signed statement from a witness that was there, and do you have to have it notarized too? Is that helpful?
No, absolutely not. And that's one of my favorite kinds of evidence. I'll tell you later about how I used that to get my wife out of the parking ticket. Have it signed and dated by the person, just saying what they saw, and that is very, very helpful.
Really? A lot of people probably don't know that you can do something like that, right?
Right.
So what happens when you take that to the judge? Do they usually dismiss it?
If your case is good, the judge will dismiss it,
Okay. Talking to the judge, make sure you get direct and straight to the point, right? Do they get irritated when they hear a lot of extra info?
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't believe what I've heard. You know, what they don't want to hear is, you know, I went to meet my friend Mary to have ice cream, and Mary's sister's Brenda's cousin's son plays Little League, and she says you can park. The judge doesn't want to hear any of that.
Just get to that point.
This is why I'm not guilty.
Okay. How do you address the judge? Male or female?
Your Honor.
All the time,
very
right?
polite, direct, Your Honor.
Okay. The one thing that you mentioned is don't be intimidated. Why do so many people get so intimidated going in front of the judge?
You know, it is intimidating. You're standing in front of this judge. The judge, you know, has the power to rule. But what you have to realize is that, you know, they're just another human being. They're another person. And their job, just like a traffic officer, is to make money for the city. I mean, they have to, you know, judge what's right and wrong.
Okay.
But they're basically, their job is, if there's a gray area, side where the person has to pay a little bit. The city wants money.
You got your wife out of a nice little gray area, too. Really quick, can you tell us the story about how you got her out of the parking ticket?
Absolutely. You know, she got a parking ticket. She was right. They were wrong. She was parked. She pulled out and parked in another spot where it was legal.
Okay.
I went in front of the judge, saw everybody getting rejected, and I said, Your Honor, you know, here's why she's not guilty, and I have 2 signed statements from witnesses.
It was the signed statements?
That was barely out of my mouth. He didn't even look at them. He said, not guilty, have a good evening.
See, I trust you just based on that alone. Your website is wheretofindparking.com. You guarantee results for anybody who has a parking ticket. You'll help get them out of it. Thank you so much, Erik. I appreciate it.
This has been Better.tv. We're always on with tips and ideas to make your life better. Send us your thoughts, ideas at Better.tv. Together, we'll make your home, family, and life better. Thanks for watching.